Hey again, it's me, John, co-founder and product manager here at Stream Dudes. As you can see, we've got a table full of goodies. Well, it's no secret that I'm a big fan of JVC products. And it's even, maybe, I guess you could say, it's not even a bigger secret that I love the KY-PZ100 PTZ cameras. So, what have we got going on in front of us? Well, I've got two of my currently favorite PTZ cameras on the market for the price point. They are awesome. Let's talk a little bit about them. This is the JVC KY-PZ100. So, a few features in it that make it really noticeable to the competition in terms of what makes it stand out. First off, direct drive technology. No belts inside. This means smooth, accurate, more importantly, precise accuracy. When you go to hit a pre-called position, boom, goes there every time. You're not going to find this type of feature in a camera twice as expensive. This is great. Flip it around on the back. What have we got going on back here? We've got your SDI. We've got your HDMI. We even have an SD card slot in here so you could actually record right from the camera into the SD card. This is brilliant. I wish more cameras would do this. Obviously, you got your RS-232, your RS-422, and more importantly, you've got your USB stick here. So what's that for? Well, since JVC has been a leader in IP acquisition over the past few years, and in case you've been living under a rock and not knowing this, let me tell you what that means. That means, let's say for instance, we're in a house of worship, we're able to run our SDI cables, we're able to run our power cables, but for some reason we just can't get it on the network. No problem. You can put an approved USB Wi-Fi stick right in there and then bring it into the wireless network. Or, let's say you're on location, you want to put a 3G, 4G stick right in there? No problem. You could do that as well and stream directly from the camera. Oh, yeah, by the way, these cameras can stream RTSP, RTMP, Zixi, and more. You can go directly from the camera to your content delivery network. These cameras are amazing. For the price, I mean, you're basically with a retail price of around $3,500 a piece. You're not going to find a better camera with 30 times zoom. But I'm also going to show you today something very special about these cameras. And that's the workflow. So what we have here is a very simple workflow that you may come across when it comes to setting up these cameras. Now, I'm not going to get deep into it, hooking it up to a switcher, showing you that you could encode and then decode in the switcher. No, we're going to keep this simple to the basics. So this is how you simply hook up these cameras in a, what I like to call, a one-wire solution. Now, in a true one-wire solution, we would also add a router onto this. These cameras would be in RTSP streaming mode, and then you would decode it into, like, let's say, vMix software, or if you're using the Pro HD Studio software, you could decode it in that as well. And you literally have one cable that's running your video, that's running your audio, and yes, you do have audio inputs on these cameras as well. Very big feature. But also, you have the ability to do your control from there as well too. But in this case, we're just going to set it up for control. So here's what we have. We've got our two KY-PZ100 cameras. We've got a D-Link 1008P PoE switch. As you can see, it's an 8 input 1 gigabit switch, but we also have 4 PoE slots right here in the front. Great unit here at Stream Dudes. We love it, highly recommend it. Over here, this is the beautiful JVC controller. This is the RM-LP100 control surface. Now this does not only just control the JVC PTZ cams, it could also control any IP-enabled camera from JVC. I could adjust focus, I could adjust my aperture, I could adjust my white balance, colors, all from the control surface. This is very big if you're trying to do a workflow and you wanted to be able to have everybody at their cameras manned, but not have to worry about shading. You could do this in the background. Very helpful to producers. So just something to keep in mind. So let's talk about how we're going to set this up. So first things first, what we want to do is make our connections. Making our connections are going to be simple. What we're going to do is go from our PoE switch to our cameras over to our controller. Can't get easier than that. I like to use Cat6 or Cat6A cable. Why is that? It handles more data rates, but also the thing is this. If you're going to be doing an install and you never want to pull your cable out again, think ahead for the future, people. Yeah, you could buy Cat 5, Cat 5e all day long, but seriously, if you're transmitting video and you've got a 1 gigabit switch, get the cable to handle it. What good is having the top quality PTZ camera and a top quality 1 gigabit router or 1 gigabit switch and you don't have the pipe to handle it all? So do it right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to plug into the port right here on the back of each camera. Then from there, I'm going to plug right into the front of my PoE switch. This will be camera 1. Go over here. I'm going to flip it around. And I got my port here. This goes in here. Port 2. And then I'm going to plug this in too. Number 2 on here. And then finally, the last piece of this whole puzzle is I'm going to take this and plug it directly into my switch, or into my controller, excuse me. So I go into my LAN port here, and then I run it over into a non-PoE spot over here. So I'm going to pick spot number 5. As you can see, the cameras have already moved and started orienting themselves. This is huge. This is big because it's showing you that they're already getting power and they are ready for action. So here's what we're going to do on the control surface side. I'm going to make this easy. So we're going to go ahead, and as you can see, JVC has this beautiful, beautiful interface. It's all touchscreen. It's very easy to use. So I'm going to guide you through this. We click Settings. From Settings, you have a few options. We're going to go to Network. Click Network, and then we're going to hit Camera Registration. Camera Registration, and we're going to click Auto. You get a nice warning that says, are you sure you want to configure the camera network setting automatically? I want to hit yes, so I hit Enter. Please wait. So it says it's completed. Great. I use the home button, go back, and all of a sudden, I have camera 1 and camera 2 illuminated. Now, we'll show this up close later. But by doing it this way, all I have to do is hit camera 1 and look at that. Camera 1 is being controlled perfectly. And look at that smooth movement. You're not going to find smoother moves this side of the dance floor, let me tell you. Over here, I click camera 2, and now I can adjust everything in camera 2. Now, with the RM-LP100 control surface, again, you could control up to, well, 100 PTZ cams or 100 IP-enabled JVC regular cameras. Or you could do a mix and match. It doesn't matter. The point is that you could do your presets right here. I could adjust my autofocus. I could adjust my exposure. I could adjust my speed. I could adjust everything right from the RM-LP100 for my cameras. It's really that simple. So for more information and to learn how you can have Stream Dudes help you get your PTZ cameras, just like you see here, our wonderful KY-PZ100s, give us a call, 715-972-DUDE, or shoot us an email, info@streamdudes.com, or feel free to just go to our website at www.streamdudes.com. Once again, I'm John from Stream Dudes. Later, dudes! Settings, Network, Camera Registration, Auto, Enter. And we got camera 1, camera 2, as you can see here. Perfect.